intro.
Okay.
But we might be able to put it at the front. Maybe it'll be silly. Maybe it'll be stupid as fuck, but I thought about it.
Okay. Well, you're live and ready.
Oh, we're on?
We're on.
What's up, guys? Thank you for listening here. We are actually sponsored right now by Ray Chu VPN.
Ray Chu VPN.
Ray Chu VPN.
Why don't we talk a little bit about their services?
Yeah. It's kind of like you can kind of like maybe get your dick hard discreetly through something you put in your ear.
Okay. So, ear
insertable, very discreet erectile dysfunction medications.
That's godsend.
They have honestly paid a lot of money for us to do this, so thank God.
Yeah.
Rate you VPN. I love you guys.
It was ballsy for them to roll this first video.
Dude, they didn't even. I talked to them before, and they were like, "Just fuck it, just put it on the beginning. Like we don't care.
We'll get the ad read out of the way ASAP, and then the rest is just content."
We're Rate You VPN. Like we don't give a fuck. Just send it.
Rate You VPN. What would it be? Rate You RCV.
I think they go by like RCVPN. Okay. I think you're right.
All right.
Yeah.
RCVPN.
Yeah. Rate You. Just say it. That's all.
All right.
They don't. They're kind of assholes though. They don't have a subscription code for us. So like you can still go to their website and pay full price, but we don't have a discount code.
You can put our address in, and it will get you, free shipping.
No, it won't.
Well, I wasn't gonna get the address. That's on them to find out.
You still have to pay shipping. So go to raychuvpn.com and pay full price. Okay, bye.
All right.
Good enough for me.
Good enough for you. You want to just keep it rolling, or should I cut it and we'll do the
cut maybe, and we'll do like fuck it.
Okay. All right. We're still live.
Whatever. I wrote some shit down that I completely forgot about. Already. Fuck. Hey, it's a holiday, so I gotta ask you.
Okay.
We can cut any of this and all of it out if we need to.
All right. What's the holiday in relation to?
It's kind of like Christmas.
Okay.
But it's a day that people in South America and also North America.
All right.
I think Europe and Africa and Asia.
It's a little worldwide.
Yeah. What's Australia?
Australia's in there too, yeah.
Antarctica's in there. I think I got them all now.
If those three nerds up there even
God,
celebrate.
those fucking idiots, dude. Okay, so we got them all. It's the holiday. Do you ever do drugs?
I've done quite a bit.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I got it all out of my system in high school.
In high school?
In high
Fuck yeah,
school.
dude.
Yeah, you could get just about anything at a Las Vegas house party.
Was it so easy to get drugs when you were young? Did you feel like? Because to me, I thought it was, to be honest. In those high school days, like, it really wasn't that hard. People are right.
You just had to have, like, the confidence to ask the dude, which that was like the hurdle for so many people. Is they're just like, I don't know if I can ask him. He's kind of intimidating. I mean, he sells drugs. He's an intimidating dude. It's just like, shit, dude. This guy's treating it like his gas station job. You just go up and say, hey, can I get some? And he's gonna be like, sure. This is how much.
Okay, so wait. Now here's the next question. You were getting them from just random people? Because I won't lie, I was getting them from like rich white kids, so it was easy as fuck for me to approach them.
I mean, so in high school for me, about halfway through, weed was actually legalized recreationally. In the state of Nevada.
So it got pretty easy.
So shit, you could treat it like you go to the gas station, you just stop the first adult walking up, and it's like, here's 20 if you buy me a case, kind of deal.
Hey, mister.
Yeah.
That's what they called that one back in the day.
Hey, mister.
Hey, mister, will you give me some of that? Dude, I won't lie. I used to always think before I turned 21, that it was so much easier for me to get, like, just weed and recreational drugs than it was to get alcohol. Like, alcohol was such a fight to get, but just drugs were so easy. Right. You know what I mean?
Well, I mean, that was the thing, too, is that a high school had plenty of connections.
Right.
There's thousands of kids there. At least about a handful of them will sell you something.
Right.
Or know someone that will sell you something. Half the time you could go to the same guy. It's like, you got this? It's like, I don't, but this guy does. I'll get you in contact kind of deal.
There's no age limit with drug dealers, you know what I mean? But all of a sudden, there's an age limit with the alcohol thing. It's like, fuck, alcohol was almost the hardest thing when I was, like, underage to get, you know what I mean?
Right.
Like, I feel like I could have probably gotten ecstasy for a long time easier than I could have gotten.
Right. I mean, that was one of the things, too, is that it was actually easier to get pot than it was to get alcohol. So a few times, a buddy of mine would get pot and try and like trade people
for booze.
Yeah.
That's wild, dude.
It's like, I'll roll you a blunt if you get us a 40 kind of deal.
Dude, that's what I actually used to have a guy who used to, for years, this guy used to buy me booze, and the only trade off is he'd be like, every time I go in, I'm gonna buy something for $5 on your tab, and that's what you owe me. And for like years, I was like, that's completely fine.
Right.
And then I turned 19 and got a fake ID and rocked with a fake ID for a long time. Because I was the youngest in my group and I had a lot of friends that were way older than me. Mm-hmm. And so I didn't want to be the only person who like couldn't be at their 21st birthday partying. So I got a fake ID and fucking got it shipped from Malaysia. I wired money to some.
I remember you telling me about this. Yeah.
Through ID Chief, shouts out. I will say it, dude.
It's
site
done.
Sketchiest site ever. I don't know what information. Luckily, we all used fake info, but like we had to fucking send information, like send our info through a fucking like to some random email account, pictures and like fake birth dates and heights and eye color, like all of our information, and then. You know, they fucking shipped it overseas and some fucking weird ass shit. I got just these fake IDs and we rocked that for a couple years until a pub here in Salt Lake locally took one of them from me because they definitely had some like updated scanning machine and they scanned it and were like, yeah, this is fake as fuck. And I was kind of just like, yeah, I guess so. Yeah, you're right. Ran out of there. They still have my ID, I think, hanging on the wall. It was like
the wall of shame.
They do. They have a wall of shame there. And my buddy, I haven't been there a long time, but one of my buddies told me recently that it is still hanging up there. So I need to go check. I need to go like ask them and be like, yo, can I take a picture of myself next to my wall of shame ID? Like, you have it there. I'm here legally now.
Right.
Like, can I take a picture next to it? That would be fucking fire.
I know one of the things, too, is that, so Utah has a very strict alcohol policy, but Vegas, I mean, it still has the law, but it's not as strict, so you can actually get, you can get alcohol at, like, a TGI Fridays or, like,
whoa.
Yeah, shit like that.
Yeah. You can here, too. You just can't, like, leave with it, and they're wimpy-ass drinks.
Yeah, that's the thing. These are hard drinks, and you can leave with it kind of deal. You can get to-go drinks in Vegas, which is kind of crazy.
Dude.
Like, that's the other thing, too, is that there's been a few times where I've walked to pick up my girlfriend, and she works like right next to the sushi place. And I've walked in a few times, like, can I just get a Sapporo?
Right.
And they're just like, well, you got to order something. It's like,
Right.
well, I'm ordering the Sapporo.
Because they have a restaurant license.
Right. That's the kicker.
They don't have a bar license.
Uh-huh.
They have a restaurant license. So you have to order food. Dude, that's one of the other things that's crazy that I think gets Utah people, especially who haven't like drank growing up, fucked up, is things like Long Island iced tea. Because in Utah, you can get a Long Island iced tea, and it still has to fit the Utah requirements of only one shot. So you get tiny amounts of all the other stuff and a bunch of flavoring. And it just is like, oh, this tastes good. Yay, this is fun. And then you go to Vegas to a bar that can do free pours, and they're giving you a true Long Island iced tea, which is, legitimately 5 shots of alcohol and 1 shot of Coke, and not cocaine, cola.
Yeah.
But it's just like, and that's the whole drink, and people drink one of those, and they are fucking so just done for the day. They're falling into the pool, or they can't find their own hotel.
The challenge is with those too is that they come in a glass, the same glass that you will buy a regular iced tea from a restaurant in, and that's why a lot of people
gone.
Yeah, they're just like
gone.
Shit. If it's this big, it must not be that strong, kind of deal.
And it's also, if you have one of the really strong ones, you realize too, they really aren't. They don't taste as strong as they are. Mm-hmm. There's something about the concoction of all the alcohol and that splash of Coke that really kind of does give it a tea flavor, and you can sip on it thinking it's just, like you're drinking like an Arnold Palmer or something,
right.
And all of a sudden trashed.
Yeah, I tell you, I made one of those for the first drink I made for my 21st birthday.
Was a Long Island?
It wasn't a it was a Long Island Tokyo, which is basically a Long Island iced tea, but you substitute the Coke for Madeira.
Okay.
Midori. Yeah. Which mistake, because you're taking out the one
thing that's not booze and adding more booze. Dude, you fucking idiot.
Yeah, so I made it and I drank it. And I'm sitting there, and it's like 9 o'clock at night now. I started at about 7, and it's just like, I still am not ready for another drink. The next drink I have is going to push me over. I'm going to be hungover the next day, sloshed, throwing up. Right. And it's like, I can't. I bought all this alcohol, too. Like, that day, I went to the liquor store and dropped like $160 in. I basically bought one of everything, kind of
deal. Get you.
Of like the variety of booze there are. And it's just like, well, on the bright side, I used one of everything to make this drink, basically.
Yes, dude.
Because that's the thing is, like, when I started setting up to make it, my girlfriend came over and it's like, are you just going to take a shot of everything? It's like, in a way.
You could say that, I guess.
In a way. It's all going to be one drink.
That was on your 21st birthday?
That was my 21st birthday, yeah, because every person that wished me happy birthday over text, I asked them, it's like, what's your favorite drink? I'm making a list. And it's just like, by the end of the night, I'll finish the list kind of deal. And my grandfather was the first person to be like, oh, Long Island iced teas are my favorite.
Jesus Christ, that is a horrid start. You should never do that.
I did not realize how much this man drank.
You should not do that ever for a fucking first drink.
Yeah.
Dude,
I was done.
After that first one, dude, that's like when you drink a Long Island, that's fucking it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I was sitting at my computer all pissy, and it's just like, oh, great. I've finished at 8.
And I'm fucking done right now.
Yeah.
Dude, Long Island's are my 21st birthday. We were on a beach at a lake here in Utah. And we were drinking. We were the only people there. And we were drinking out of glass bottles. Mm-hmm. And it was really early season. And the cop showed up. One of the, state troopers or something. And I'll be honest, I was sitting on the top of my buddy's van. Mm-hmm. Who he pulled up onto the beach. And I was sitting up there rolling joints. And this cop rolls up. And I didn't know what to do. So I just kind of threw the shit off into the air and jumped off the van, landed on the ground, and walked up to the cop and was like, "What's up, dude?" He's like, you guys okay over here? And I was like, yeah, it's just my 21st birthday. Like, everyone here is of age. I was the youngest one, so everyone actually was. So it was kind of a weird celebration of, like, everyone was actually old enough. He's like, hey, well, you can't have glass on the beach. I told him, I was like, man, I don't, like, what am I supposed to do with it? Like, we already have all these bottles of booze. What do you want me to do? And he's like, you need to put them in the car. I was like, wait, so we need to put the booze in the car? And he's like, yeah, you need to leave the booze in the car, and you need to, like, if you need to drink out of the glass, you need to drink it in the car. Like, we're all kind of joking with him, like, you literally, like, this is so backwards. You're never supposed to be drinking in the car.
It's like the open bottle policy in cars.
Right? And he's like, no, if you can't have, glass exposed on the beach, that's horrid. So I'd rather you just get in your car and sit in the car and drink it. So all of us just weirdly, like, pile into my buddy's van while he's right there and start pouring shots. And he's like, kind of being like, all right, cool. And I don't know what got into me, but I was like, yo, dude, it's my 21st birthday. Come have a shot with us. He's like, no, man, I'm not having a shot with you. And I was like, come on, dog. Like, there's nobody here. Like, I'm pointing out to the whole lake, and you can't see a whole soul anywhere. I'm like, there's nobody here. It's just us. It's just you. Like, dude, it would make my whole life if you have a shot with me on my birthday. And he's like, no, man, I'm not doing it. And I sat there and begged him probably for like 10 minutes until he walked away, just walked off to his car. And as he walked off, I was still just being like, come on, man, your whole day will be better. It'll lighten you up. Just, like, come have a drink with me, bro. Like, you just check my ID. You know it's my 21st birthday. Like, come on, man. But he never did. Bummer. It would have been cool as fuck. I wish he did. But he didn't. But I just that's always my memory of my birthday. Just fucking jumping off the van to a cop. Like, what the fuck?
Trying to peer pressure a cop into drinking.
They're trying to peer pressure a cop, and all my friends are like, Tilly, shut up. And I'm like, nah, man. Like,
dude,
I think
Tilly, we're in a bad enough position as is.
Like, you should maybe shut up. I'm pretty sure we have drugs here and all this. And I'm like, dude, no, I think I could get this cop to drink with me. And they're like, no, he's saying no. And I'm like, no, I think I got this, bro. Oh, 21st birthdays. If anyone had a crazy 21st birthday, tell us a story. Somehow. I don't know. One day you'll be able to contact us.
Just put it in a Word doc for now.
We'll link that below. Text me. You know me.
Yeah. I'm trying to think, too, because I remember one of my buddies, when he turned 21, he elected to go to one of the big bars in Vegas, like in one of the casinos. And they do like those cosmopolitans that come in a fishbowl kind of deal, and they all light up and shit like that. And he's just like, yeah, I'm going to get one of the fishbowls and finish it myself.
Do they have rubber duckies on top?
You can get those, yeah. Some of them do. They'll come with like pool toys, little umbrellas, shit like that. I mean, they go all out.
Dude.
I mean, they're huge too. I mean, half of the time it's like they put a full punch bowl in front of you, and they're just like, have at it. And,
dude, there's a place here in Salt Lake that does them.
Yeah, and they got like the 7 straws, so it's like girls' night, and they all go in at it kind of deal. And so
not anymore, probably because of COVID, but right. So they used to.
He ordered one of those, and it shows up at the table. And they're just like, because of the size of it, we got to ID everyone.
Right.
And we're just like, okay. So we all get out our IDs, and it's just like, you guys are not old enough to drink this. And it's just like, yeah, we know. We didn't plan to. And it's just
we're just here.
It's all him? And it's like, yeah, kind of. And it's like, it's what he gets for being the oldest.
Right.
He has to do this alone.
Dude, that's just some Nevada shit.
It's just like, well, he's got to sit at a separate table from you guys.
Okay.
Yeah, so literally the table next to us was empty, so we had him, like, go over there. And it was like this table of shame, because every time we looked over, the bowl was a little bit more empty, and he was a little bit more gone.
Yeah, dude, that's a huge drink. Utah won't do that to you. They do, like the place I was saying that does fish bowls like that have rubber duckies in them. Mm-hmm. They, it has 3 people's servings worth. So legally, you have to have 3 people that are of age
Right.
at your table for them to serve it. Doesn't matter if you all drink it; they just can't give it to you unless you have
Right.
the amount of people per the amount of per liquor.
Right. I mean, there's even a place I go to here in town that they don't even specialize in alcohol. They just started offering alcohol, so like you still have to order food with it, but they do wine bottles, and their weird policy is that because it's a restaurant license, they have to uncork the bottle and pour you a glass on
Yep.
presence. But their way around it is that they'll uncork it and they'll pour you like a shot glass of it, and you down it, and then you recork it and leave with the bottle.
Right. That makes sense.
And half the time you don't even have to down it. You can just like
Run.
pour it back into the bottle and recork it.
Dude, there's a gas station. I'm not going to out them because that'd be fucked up. But there's one by a prominent university in our city.
Yeah.
Maybe just like 2 blocks away. That, man, when I was going to school, as long as you fucking were over, if you had a beard and you looked
You're
Ish.
passable.
passable, if you looked passable, and you walked in and you would just like go get the beer you wanted from the case, and if there was no one in there, you'd just set it down on the thing, and he'd look at you. He'd ask you for your ID, and if you just kind of handed him cash, like another 5 or 10 on top of what you're getting, he would just be like,
Okay.
"All right, dude," and he'd just look at you and just be like, and it would be like a $20 case of beer, and you would hand him 30, and he'd be like, 35. He would, dude. He literally would every time.
He'd barter you.
He would barter you, and you would have to be like, "Fuck, okay," but like, dude, that's kind of like your only option at that
Right.
time. So like, you're like pulling out another 5, giving it to him, and he's like, "You're like, damn, I just paid $35 for a fucking pack of like
No.
Keystones or some like really shitty beer."
That's the other thing too. I got a buddy that he loves to buy cheap beer and just down them, but it's just I came over to his place once because we watched the new Godzilla movie at his place, and I brought Sapporos with me,
Okay.
and it's just like, you want one? He's like, oh hell yeah, and so he finishes the Sapporo, and then he's like, I'm gonna have mine if that's all right with you. It's like, that's fine. It's like, do you want any? It's like, no, I brought Sapporos for a reason, my man. And he's like, okay, and he breaks out like his Pabst Blue Ribbon, 24 pack.
Right.
Yeah, and he goes through like half of them every time I'm there.
Jesus Christ.
Right, but it's like I feel bad because like, God, he's just putting away booze, but at the same time it's like, well, it's Pabst Blue Ribbon, so he's not putting much alcohol in his system.
It's PBRs. Dude, I have a buddy that's the same way. Yo, I'm gonna make a little gear switch right here, actually.
Right.
Okay, so some of this might actually have to be edited out, but whatever. Janaid, who I can rarely get a hold of because of shit going on right now, actually just messaged me a couple times as we were just talking a minute ago.
It's late at night for him.
Way. I'm calling him.
All right.
Just fucking see on the off chance. I'm sorry, don't want to interrupt that.
No, you're good. You're good.
If this is the only person I would
Yeah, it's
interrupt
like
this to see if I can get him even just.
worst case, it just.
I just gotta try it. Yeah, it's like fucking 2 a.m. for him right now.
I know. I was kind of honestly surprised.
Didn't answer. That's okay.
You probably sent those and went to bed.
Yeah. Man.
What?
Damn. No, he's just.
Shit, just going more south.
He's just. I don't want to say shit's going more south, but fucking. The shit wears on you. You know what I mean? And homie's been trying to.
Yeah. I understand.
Yeah. So, I don't wanna say shit right now.
Well, let's go back to what we were talking about before.
'Kay,
Because
please,
that
let's
same guy,
clip that whole thing,
that
please.
same guy that downs the Paps, he's not
'Kay.
even that bad as far as alcohol goes. Because his brother loves vodka in the dumbest way. He has like every flavor of Smirnoff in his house.
He likes flavored vodka.
He does, and so this is his excuse that he doesn't drink straight vodka. Is that he'll ask, like, you want me to make you a drink? I got like a shit ton of flavored alcohol. And you're sitting there thinking, it's like, oh, he's got like liqueurs or something. So, you take him up on the offer, and then he hands you something that's just pure vodka. And it's just like, well, what the fuck is this? And it's like, well, it's the flavors you asked for. They're all Smirnoff. The dude will like mix vodka with vodka and be like, yeah, it's no longer vodka, it's a drink.
It's a cocktail now because I mixed fucking raspberry and blueberry Smirnoffs. This is a raspberry blueberry vodka.
Right, because there's a drink called a cheesecake that you can make. It's pretty easy. It's got very little alcohol in it too. It's like 2 ounces of pineapple juice, 2 ounces of cranberry juice, and like an ounce of vanilla rum.
Okay.
And for some reason, pineapple and cranberry taste like cheesecake.
Pineapple and cranberry?
Yeah, it's the weirdest combo, and it gives you like this New York cheesecake aftertaste in your mouth. It is.
Sounds wild.
It is wild. It's one of those things where it's like you put 1 and 7 together and it somehow equals 2.
Yep. There's another one.
Right. So I told him about that, and it's like, can you make that for me? He's like, sure. And it's just cranberry vodka, pineapple vodka, and vanilla vodka.
Not even close.
It's just like
not even close.
Alcohol, dude.
Jesus.
I don't even taste the flavors.
Oh. It's too wild.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't. So this is something kind of crazy. I actually have never tried because I quit drinking right before seltzers became popular.
Oh.
It became a thing.
So you never got like the White Claw or
I've
anything?
never tried like a White Claw or anything like that. I don't. And I get it because like I've had some drinks like with my wife where like I have a soda stream. You know what I mean? So sometimes I'll make a seltzery drink and she'll pretty much be like, yeah, that's exactly what it tastes like, but like with
alcohol.
But with alcohol.
Yeah.
But I've never tried one. And it's a, I don't want to say it's a weird thing to me, but it kind of just like every once in a while I'm like,
yeah,
that doesn't sound good, and I don't think I would like it.
Yeah, because I mean, personally, I've been told it's like spiked LaCroix.
Yeah.
And when I'm told that, it's just like, well, I hate LaCroix.
Why would I drink that?
Yeah, LaCroix is fucking awful as is.
And then you want to add booze on top of it? Isn't like the sugar and all that stuff supposed to mask the booze?
Yeah, that's how Four Loko works so well.
Do you like beer?
Do I like beer?
Yes.
Not really.
Okay. Oh, fuck. Hey.
Yeah.
We're getting a call from Junaid. I'm answering it.
Take it.
I'm putting him on right now. Junaid.
Hey, what's up, man?
Do you want to know the truth?
Yeah.
I'm sitting here with Connor. We've actually been like recording for like the last hour, and you're on mic right now.
Dude, I barely hear you. What's up?
Can you hear me now?
Yeah. What's up?
I'm actually sitting here with Connor on mic right now. We've been recording for the last like hour and a half.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, dude. You're actually...
What's up, Connor?
What's up?
You're actually hot on the mic too, I'll be honest.
Oh, I'm hot on the mic.
Yeah, dude.
All the way from the Middle East.
Dog. That's what I like to hear. How are you doing, my friend?
Dude, I'm doing good, man. It's just like the COVID situation here is pretty rough, you know?
Right.
And it's just like, so there were like a bunch of vaccines, like the Sputnik vaccine that I'm eligible to get.
Right.
And that's about like $100 per vaccination. And over here, for a college graduate, that's half a month's pay.
What the fuck?
Yeah, so think about that.
You told me last time,
Like-
you sent me a message earlier and you said that it would be easier to get an illegal weapon than it would be to get a COVID vaccine.
Oh yeah, dude. There is so much smuggling that happens through here. Ugh. I can't even begin to tell you like the type of weapons that people can just easily get. Like I'm talking about Beretta shotguns direct from Italy.
Are you fucking serious?
That's probably
Yeah.
better quality than the
Like,
shit in the U.S.
Technical SWAT 9mm
Is it-
weapons with like
You think that's
infrared
better than
sights.
some shit you could get in the U.S.? Connor asked.
No. Like in the U.S., it's more regulated. Here, you can get this sort of stuff easily.
That's what
And
I'm
the only way you get into an issue is if you're caught with it by like a police officer and you don't have the papers. And even at that point, all they do is confiscate it, and then you could pay to have it released once you file ownership for it.
Are you fucking serious?
It's just here. Let me hold this. Till
Yeah.
So it's pretty much just like a holding program. Like, here, let me hold this for you for a few minutes.
Yeah, exactly. And like,
Wow.
so like my dad here has like a very like a high bore license.
Okay.
So basically, he could own weapons that are the NATO 7.62mm weapons. It's a license to own the ammunition. It's not like a license to like carry the weapon. So like you can still have the weapon. If you don't have the ammunition for it, then you're in the green. Like if that, and then you how can people enforce that? Like if they don't find it, they're just like, oh okay.
What does that mean?
Since-
Why would it even, like, why would you have the weapon and not the ammunition? Is an honest question.
Okay, say for example that there is a situation where you have to use the weapon. Okay, since my father has a license and I am his oldest son, I am allowed to use the weapon if I need to.
What?
Yeah, because it's in a situation where I'm like protecting my home.
That's a paternal law.
Wow. Okay, so that's some paternal shit. Now I know you told me that on the first day of Ramadan there was a killing in your neighborhood. Like you said, a murder that was kind of causing some uprising.
Oh yeah, so like the situation that happens here, it happens often and a lot. Like I'm very I know I'm live right now, but I was just talking about the situation in Iran in the 70s.
Okay.
Like the whole reason like the US went through like this whole gas crisis
Right.
was basically because Iran and Iraq like nationalized their oil reserves and didn't leave it to private companies. Basically like they ran it now. So Chevron, Shell, all those sort of companies weren't allowed in Iran to drill oil.
Okay.
So what the U.S. does is they depose the Shah of Iran by funding these extremist groups of so-called Muslims to enact like their version of Sharia law, which is from a school of thought which all other Muslims believe are like extremist thought.
Right.
Like the Westboro Baptist Church back there.
They're the Westboro Baptist
Exactly.
Church. Did
So
you hear that?
imagine a enemy of the U.S., say for example, Russia,
Okay.
is like still bitter over the Cold War, so they fund these extremist right-wing nationalist groups just to destabilize the economy and the government so that nothing gets done. And that's exactly what happened for the past 4 years.
Okay. Fuck,
So
dude.
this same situation, like I was saying, like this whole problem with like these extremist groups having this problem in like Pakistan, is basically the same thing. They are getting money and funding and able to get these illegal weapons and having what are like these small skirmishes with like the military in the area, right? Burning cars, stealing, looting, things like that. You know, because like how are they able to do that? They need to get some sort of funding. They need to have some sort of leader who like promotes this sort of stuff. And why would he promote this stuff? Well, because he's getting like fed, and he has this revenue either internally by donations or externally from some sort of case. So basically, what happened is like all major cities in the area were shut down. There are blockades every 2 miles, and everybody's IDs have been checked, and this situation has been remedied. Their leader has been arrested. He is in jail by himself.
So they just shut that
fully
shit
guarded,
down, bro.
and like just shut it down.
They shut
it
that
down.
shit down.
Yeah. Well, like, a lot of people don't know this, but the Pakistani military is like is ranked like the top 10 of the world. So they're like very proactive, and they work with the government. They support a democratic country of
Good.
all religions.
That's really good.
Yeah. People think that like, oh, Pakistan is like just some
flex?
sort of like
Do I get a flex as USA
Islamic
right now?
country, and it's like not safe to come or anything like that. But like so many people come here just to because it's the best way, it's the most scenic way to the Himalayan mountains.
Can I flex my USA right now, by the way?
Yeah. What? You're vaccinated? Oh my
no,
god.
No, that's not what I'm. Well, fuck yeah, I am. But not only that, but like you said, top 10. I'm sitting here like flexing my muscles, looking at the number 1 tattooed on my left bicep.
I can't flex the vaccine. Mine was only $3. They got covered by insurance.
Vaccine.
Oh
flex.
man, don't even get me started on the U.S. healthcare system.
Ew, I know,
So,
dude. We don't. We're not gonna. No,
vaccines are expensive here.
nope. We're not going there, dog. We're not
Attention,
going
all
there.
federal agents. This
We're
is
not-
satire.
We're not going there.
The vaccine was expensive here, but my uncle stayed in the hospital for a week in emergency care, ICU care. And you want to know what his cost was?
What?
$2,000 for VIP care. He had a room, he had
Damn.
a team full of doctors, everything like that. $2,000.
$2,000?
Yep.
Can I come stay at your house, dog? I think we need to move the studio.
Here in Pakistan?
I'm kidding, bro.
So that
Dude, of course, man. I mean, like,
20
What do you-
months pay.
What are you counting?
I'm counting based off what he said with half a month's pay for the $100 vaccine, $20,000 or $2,000. That's what 20 months rent of a college graduate.
Junaid,
what's up? You're getting muffled.
that's fine. How much does a college kid, an average college kid in Pakistan make a month?
I'm sorry, man. You're muffled again.
Can you hear me better now?
Yeah.
How much a month would like an average kid in Pakistan in college make?
Okay, so like after college graduation.
No.
Say-
Let's hear that.
After? Okay,
Yeah.
sorry. Go on.
So like after college graduation, say you get something in, like what I did. I did biochemistry with a minor in engineering,
Okay.
and you basically work for either one of the major pharmaceutical companies here, and all of them are here. Most of medicine is a lot of medicine and surgical tools, even for the U.S. is made here in Pakistan.
Absolutely.
So you could get a good engineering job, start out pay 50,000. After 2 years, 50,000 a month, 50,000 rupees a month, which is around $400. And then after 2 years, you would that would double, so that'll be like $700 a month. And then on that pay, you're doing great.
On 700 a month, that's good.
Yeah.
So
Like you're doing great. You start a family, you do all this sort of stuff.
Hold on.
But the
Go ahead.
real
Hold up, Junaid.
Sorry.
What's that?
So So your uncle was in ICU for $2,000 or 2,000 rupees?
No, $2,000. $2,000.
So that's still.
But
about,
like the
4 months.
here, that's like 3 lakh rupees, which is 300,000 rupees, which is insane. But the money here comes from people who own land. So like I have like family land that goes back generations to the Viceroy of British India. Generations. And since this is like such an old developed civilization and area, a lot of people here have old money.
Hey Jay.
So you can't like
Jay.
Jay,
Hold on. Jay, stop. I need to grab my fucking phone charger before this shit dies real quick.
Of course. And the same sort of goes for like India, Bangladesh, Iran, China. Even there's a lot of like native people's old money. Like in America, like what's so special about America is like you could like start from the bottom, have a unique idea, get the funding, get the loans, grow it, globalize your product, you know, and just sit back and cash in. Hire people, hire well-educated people. Like the university systems in the U.S. and the way that they fund universities is top-notch. Like that's the reason why the vaccine came from America, came from companies based in America, because they do not compromise when it comes to revenue or making money. They're gonna get the product out there. And another case of the globalization, like the smartest people of the world go to Harvard, Johns Hopkins, Stanford, MIT for a reason. Like they're like people from everywhere: South America, Africa,
Yeah,
China, Japan,
I think you pronounced
South
it wrong.
Asian countries. And like the whole Pfizer vaccine, like the main lab that made it, dude, they were Indian. They were made of Indians, Pakistanis, Americans.
Hey,
Like,
I have to ask you one thing.
what's up?
Are you even hearing all my stupid jokes I'm throwing at you right now?
Go ahead.
No, dude, they're way late. They were all in moment. I've just been joking, dog. I love you.
I love you too, man.
Shit's crazy right now.
Yeah,
Well,
shit is tough, dude. It's tough for a lot of Americans abroad. It's tough for people who are like lost their jobs during this COVID situation.
Hey,
Businesses fell through.
do you want to know what you're honestly who you're talking
Oh my
to?
God. So every night there's this
Hey.
group of.
Hey, stop. You know who you're talking to?
I'm talking to Connor and Justin.
Two unemployed motherfuckers.
Dude, sitting in a
Okay, I know
closet.
Two
why Justin
unemployed
got fired. Why did you get
motherfuckers.
fired, Connor?
Connor actually quit like a gangster. Got out of there.
Yeah.
Before it got too bad, like a fucking G from the same job. And he's doing school though. Connor's doing school. He's on his own. He's got shit covered.
Yeah.
I'm really the
Hey
just
yo,
unemployed
if you
bum.
guys ever need help or a small little job to just get
Blah blah
by,
blah.
you
Cut
know,
this
my,
out.
My father's
I know,
always hired,
I know.
like helpful people
Remember
to work
your.
at the restaurant.
I know. Remember. We're good. We'll cut that. We're here.
Yeah, I got my connections with
Alright.
the U.S. government if I need to.
Connor's got jobs. We're set. I'm fucking lucky to have him sitting in my fucking second room right over here.
I got job opportunities, but not time opportunities. That's the problem.
Yeah. He's got the jobs, not the time. So he's fucking. But.
So yeah, like it's so difficult for so many people throughout the world. I mean, I just hope you guys are blazing it up today, chillaxing, enjoying the good things in life.
I have.
You know, because there's so much to be thankful for, and like if you think about the collective world and how much this world has struggled and how much violence and horrible pain we've seen, like, we have it easy from our forefathers.
Right?
Yeah.
Dog, I love you. I gotta go pick up my wife, actually, from work right now. So,
Dude, there's Uber.
no. No, there's
There's
also...
Trax.
Not when you're unemployed.
Not when you're unemployed. That's what's called husband.
I got the same thing.
All right.
I'm walking. I still
Hey.
gotta pick
Hey,
Does she not have a car?
she doesn't drive.
She doesn't drive. My wife doesn't drive either. I tried to teach her once.
No, she knows how to drive. You remember all of this. She got hit by a semi. I don't want to get into it all right now.
Oh, yeah.
Okay,
Oh,
so...
yeah.
But anyways, hey, we're going to actually send off right now with you. Because we're actually, like, literally, we're filming, like, pod style and got you on the phone right now.
Yeah.
And we all got to bounce, so...
It took us to 45 minutes. That's pretty
You
good.
took us to 40...
Well, it was wonderful catching up.
No,
We should
hold
do
up,
this
hold
again.
up, hold up. No, this is good, though, because we got to, like, 45 minutes, which we weren't expecting to right here. And you got us some good shit, so... I love you, dog. Oh, yeah. You won't get what I'm talking about right now, but shouts out to the sponsor, Raychu VPN.
Raychu VPN for payrolling our videos.
Payrolling all of our videos. Thanks, dog. We're out of here. Peace out.
Later, homies.